Hello everyone, Espurr here. Now, what do we have today? We have a game on TC Mako, where we're watching the Stringer. Also, that is a really weird comp. Double Stringer, double Charger. Flank immediately? So, this is not something you want to do. Okay. That is absolutely not something you want to do. Hold on. So, I'm gonna go back here. So you drop here. This is okay, but it's just an inefficient way to get here. You immediately rush to the right. You notice someone's up there. Here's my question. What if that was the roller right there? What if that was the machine right there? I think you would have instantly died. Because Tri-Stringer is not a close range weapon. It is a mid-range or a long-range weapon. Now, I also recognize that you kind of need to push up because it can't really let the charges set up. But and that's fine in a way, but still not amazing. But if you do this in any other game where the teams are actually balanced, or or where there's like actually good comps on both teams, where let's say it's like instead of the splat charger, or instead of the leader, they had a splatter shot or something. That splatter shot would have instantly killed you. Because Tri-Stringer cannot fight close range. You only got out because they were an E-leader. If they were a splat charger, they'd still have a good shot at killing you. And even here, you're exposing yourself so much to that charger. It is a wonder they didn't kill you. Let's look back. So here, Charger doesn't notice you. They should, but they don't. Here, you miss one shot. The fact that you miss that one shot means that Charger knows, alright, I got to get into cover, so I don't get instantly killed by a Stringer. They should, yeah, and that's what happened. What happened is that they got into a place where they had good cover. You stayed in a place where you could easily get sniped, and because of that, you got sniped. Fair is fair. Now, let's see. So you're going in. Again. This is not a good idea. Okay. Alright, I think I'm getting a picture of what needs to happen. So you pop your... Okay, that is good. This is fine. When you did back up, you went to get your special. You got it. Now it's time to go. See your charges on the left. Let's see if you respond to it. You do. That's good. You get on. Charges are dead. You can push up. That's fine. You're a Stringer, so you probably should be on tower. This guy shouldn't be on... I mean, I guess they're with you, so just let him have it. Yeah. Let him have it. That's fine. Good angle. There. Yep. You had teammates with you, so it was fine. Not a great angle right here. Think about this. You know that there are people jumping in, just respawning. Right now, what you should do is back up. Because right now, if you were to take a fight right now, you would be at a disadvantage. Because you wouldn't be able to shoot or see the, let's say it's a roller that's gonna come up at you right now. And if you only can shoot them when they're at close range, they start out the fight with the advantage. And you with a disadvantage. And you do not want that. Okay. Luckily the Charger didn't instantly snipe you. And the Charger is playing... They're also doing some kind of dumb stuff. Let's see. E-lead is slow, so you move around. You get them, that's fine. You get on tower. Okay. You push in. There you go. Okay. There was a lot. Okay. There are some things you did right in the game. But you did not play against chargers very well at all. If you tell me that you have problems with chargers and that like you get sniped a lot, I would not be surprised. Because what you were doing, you were basically like asking to get sniped. You were being in positions that where you were just so easy to shoot. So now that was the good game I should mention. Now let's see what a bad game looks like. And here we go. Let's see. Oh, that's a terrible comp. How did Nintendo let that happen? Maybe this is open. Yeah, maybe this is open. Actually, it probably is. Like, the comps are the same, I think. Maybe they were just playing with their friends. Oh well. You noticed... Let's go back a little bit. You go to the left. Alright. You're just more or less just playing neutral, really. You don't need to push. You probably shouldn't push up. You should probably be trying to flex your range advantage. And you are. You're trying to do that. And that's fine. You're not going in when you don't need to, except for that. Yeah, okay. Tri-Stringer is not a close range weapon. When taking a fight against something like a Splash, at close range, you are at a disadvantage. And what you need to be doing in a fight is always trying to be playing at an advantage. You want to be in situations that are good for you and bad for the enemy. Now, what do those situations look like? Well, they look like well, this is a pretty good situation. You have your teammates with you. You don't really need to push in. But I think if we go back a bit more, we'll see... This is an okay situation. There's a guy over to the right, Puddle, which needs to be dealt with, or at least you need to move back a little bit. Or at least needs to make sure that they can't push you. Let's see if that happens. They run away. This, in my opinion, is a fine spot. The enemies are far away from you. You can just shoot at them, and more importantly, they can't shoot at you. Meaning, you have the advantage. This is what the advantage looks like for you. Because if you're right in front of the enemy, you can't deal damage as fast as they can. You can't move as fast as they can. You can't ink as much as they can. You push in here because you wanted to kill the crab, I guess. Yeah. Now let's see. Go in, or at least get to a place where you can actually shoot people and all that stuff. You drop down before realizing things were okay. All right, sure. Nice shot. All right. It's fine. You need to run. You recognize that. But you don't run far enough. Yeah, sad. Now let's see what happens. You jump in. It was probably a okay jump. All you need to do here is just shoot more or less. You might also want to mist that little ramp because it'll slow down the clam or the ball or anyone who wants to go up that ramp. And if they do go through that mist, well, they're slowed. So that means they're easier to shoot. So then shoot them. And if you miss, then you're probably going to make it harder for them to push up. Yeah, I think if you did miss that ramp, you would have probably prevented the Splash from scoring. Or whoever had it, I think Splash was shot. Because the basket was just about to go down. If you slowed them down at all, then, or any a bit more, just a bit more, then, things would be fine. Anyways, you did recognize that was a clump to the right, so that's fine, that's good. Booyah. Let's see. So you try to go... You're poking and prodding to see if you can go up. You see the brush to the left, but you ignore them for the most part, which... Reasonable. Your team was focusing them. You didn't need to shoot them as well. Though you were a bit vulnerable to them. And I don't think you were in a good spot here. Let's look back at this. Let's look back. So... Let's see, the crab should pop soon. It's popped now. Let's look at your position. Brushes to the left, but you think your team is going to have it. And I think that's a fair assessment. But the crab is popped. You're in a good spot to be shot by the crab, which means you need to back up. Or get into cover at least. And you do. You get into cover right here. But the thing is, though, the crab is inking around you. What happens now if you need to fight someone? Do you think you can win? Well, a fight's about to happen. Do you think you can win? Luckily, you didn't need to take a fight. And what is that Rapid doing? Are they giving up? Are they DCing? I think that was a moment where you could have went forward. Only because they were weak, but like, I'm not gonna blame you for playing it safe. Like, they got out of spawn. That's what you wanted. Doing this little maneuver. Okay. Yeah, doing that little maneuver. Let me actually go back a little bit more. This was fine. You slowly pushed them out. They were like, I can't... What the Splash was thinking was, I can't win this. I'm gonna leave. And you know what? You should have let them leave. You got them out of your left. That's fine. That's enough. They don't have to die. Chasing them just means you're exposing yourself to, you know, death. And that's exactly what happens. Yeah, Splash went to the left, they dropped. They're like, okay, I'm just gonna hide here for a bit. And you revealed yourself, and they shot you. Sometimes you don't need to get the kill. Sometimes them running away is good enough. Actually, most of the time, them running away is good enough. Your team is dead. How do you react? Well, you're not in a good spot. Okay, I don't know how experienced you are. But I will say, there were multiple things you could have done. But one thing would be... there was one thing that's probably the best. You notice your team is dead. You technically are in an okay spot to survive. But what are you protecting over here? You're protecting the left. But the enemy doesn't need left. They need right. And you're not protecting that. So, what would be best instead is to realize I'm not in a relevant position, and if I try to get into a relevant position, I'd be dead. Also, I'm the last one alive. Therefore, it'd be a good idea to jump out. I don't know if you have, if jumping out is part of your, mindset, I guess? I don't know if jumping out is seen as an option for you, or if it's a thing you think about. But it is something to consider. It is very useful. Actually, when I play games like Overwatch or something, Overwatch or Paladins or whatever, I will just keep thinking, man, I wish I could just jump out. This is a bad situation. I don't really want to die here. But I have no choice because I can't jump out. Anyways, you're watching the ramp. That's fine. I don't know why that teammate just dived to the left over there. But okay. So this goes in line with the thing I mentioned before about wanting to fight in advantage. So knowing how the tri-stringer plays, that it wants to fight close, long range, and how the brush is playing, or how the brush plays, it wants to fight close range. Who do you think has the advantage right now? If you answer the brush, that is right. And you only got out because your teammates were there, which is fine. Like, you know, play around your teammates, that's good. But that didn't have to happen. You nearly died. Yeah. And then here. Okay. So, tap shotting as tri-stringer isn't very good. I'm gonna be honest. It doesn't deal too much damage, and it's just not great. To be honest, it really does feel like you're playing tri-stringer, like a squiffer. You're trying to like a. Here, I'll show you how a tri-stringer might want to play. So once we see, here, let me go into the transition, and I'll go to the shooting range and show you about how a tri-stringer wants to play, about where positions they might take, and all that stuff. Because I don't think you really understand how a tri-stringer should place themselves and how they want to take fights. So, let me see. Switch screen. Okay, sure. Alright, now. Alright, let me get the tri-stringer. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Right here. It's right up here. A tri-stringer wants to be about this distance away. However, here's the other thing. The tri-stringer shouldn't really be going for these kind of kills. This isn't really doable a lot of the time. You can certainly try, but you're not going to be getting that all too often. Like, here. Here is a predictable moving a target. It is so hard to go for the one shot. So don't expect to go for the one shot. Instead, I'm going to try to go for these kind of kills. I don't play a lot of tri-stringers, so I'm not very good at this. Here. Here. There. You go, mate. You treat this. You don't really go for the directs. You can try. Certainly try every once in a while. It's neat and all that stuff. But tri-stringer really wants to be playing around the fact that their arrows explode. That is how they want to fight. Now, if I'm really up close, you can't do that now, can you? This is really slow. And I don't even one-shot. Here, let's do this. Yeah, I don't even one-shot. Well, that time I one-shot, but it was already a bit damaged. Yeah, that doesn't even one-shot. You can't fight like this. You're fighting like this. But look how slow this is. You may think, oh, that's fine. That kills fast enough. No, 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 no. It's not killing that fast. You're not going to be killing it this fast at this range. And you're not going to be able to move like this. Tri-stringer just can't do that. So so if it can't fight like that, then don't put yourself in a situation where it needs to fight like that. Don't try to fight like this, which you weren't doing. You were doing this. Instead, fight over here. It may take a bit, but this is where tri-stringer wants to be. This is where it's good. This is where it can really shine. And you're not going to be killing things in one shot very often. Probably going to need 2 shots, or 3 shots, or maybe even 4. But that's okay. Because something else you can do. You can also hide behind cover. We saw that you were fighting chargers, and you were just you know, okay. Let's pretend that this guy is a charger. The one I just killed. You would have placed yourself like this. And I say that because I pretty much saw you do that. But here's the thing. If I was a charger, this is really easy to shoot. And let's pretend I am over here. Up here, there we go. This is not only really easy to shoot, but I also have cover. But it is really hard for me to shoot Like this thing right here. I can do it kind of, but a charge can kill me much faster. So what if instead I just don't reveal myself? What if instead I just shoot like that? Or I do this. So next time you go into a game, here's what I want you to do. I want you to think, all right. I need to, okay. How do I word this? When you go into a game, next time, make sure you're about this distance away. How much is this distance? Well, let's clean up and think, all right, it is 1, 2, 3 of these away. You want to be about this far away. And if the enemy gets closer, just run. Backpedal. Just keep doing this. And try to chip your enemies to death. Now, chip your enemies to death means keep like doing small amounts of damage until they die. Because I will tell you, that is not fun. That is, well, it is fun for you, but that is just not something I like dealing with, to be honest. Like, as any weapon, I just do not want to be like shot like this by a Trishinger. That is just really annoying. I'm gonna get caught by ink. I'm gonna get hit again, and I'm gonna die. So, yeah, in essence, stay away from the enemy as a Trishinger, and play around your chip damage. Don't try to go for the really cool direct and all that stuff. You see, I thought I had it, but I don't. Just go instead. Just go for the chip damage. That's it. See you guys.